Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a moment to share a quick message around my thoughts and experience with a topic that is rare, but happens. And that topic is psychic attack. This week in client sessions, there was an opportunity for some assistance with that kind of a breach of boundaries and a breach of personal energy environment. And so what does psychic attack mean? Well, again, really rare occurrence. And for most of us, psychic attack really could be described as any time you may feel as though your own boundaries have been crossed, or you have perhaps not been tending to your own energy system, and that leaves you a little bit open or a lot open to environmental energy events around you, whether it's other people's thought forms or memories in a space, even elemental configurations in a certain location can sometimes have an effect. And so I just want to share that it's far, far easier to manage those outside influences if you have in place your own practice around grounding, your own knowledge of your own connection with your soul and your higher self, an awareness of how those two focal points or those two navigational points can run in a straight line through you. And what I mean by that is when you have developed an awareness of grounding through your own energy bodies, and you also have an awareness through your meditation, through your prayer, through your practice of your own higher self, that tends to form this lovely congruent line of energy, line of grounding, line of vibrational integrity through from your crown, from your higher self, down through your body and into Mother Earth. And that forms just a lovely construct that you can use to maintain your own story if ever you find yourself in the midst of someone else's story. Again, if you're opening up and giving readings or experimenting with divination tools, opening up to energies that are non-ordinary, all of this stuff is incredible development and incredible sources of information. But it's good to take care of your own hygiene, your own cleanliness, your own self-care. And this goes for even more than playing in psychic realms, in our interpersonal relationships, our family relationships, with colleagues, with our partners. We want to have a sense of, what is our true north? Where do we come home to ourselves? And so that then when we are interacting with others, whether they're physical or non-physical, we are clear. Our signal is clear. I know who I am. I know where I stand, and I know what I stand for. So boundaries are an inner job first. All of us are responsible for our own identity and our own boundary and our own intimate connection with our own spirit and our own place with Mother Earth. That's our work to do. It's much more efficient to approach our energy management understanding it's our work to do, rather than expending a lot of effort outward, hoping a situation will change, hoping someone else will act better, hoping that non-physical entity will have, better values, honor your boundaries, won't try to influence or attack, to always be on the defensive, to always be feeling like you must be hyper vigilant for some sort of encroachment. That's a hard way to do it. That's a hard way to stand in your story. And in my experience, it's not necessary, or it's not as effective. Now, certainly there are times when, even when you have a practice in place, sometimes you feel a little boundary crossed. You feel overextended. You feel maybe a little unraveled or a little shredded by an experience. And when that happens, that's when you seek out your good supporters, your good practitioners, your wise friends. Maybe that means it's time for a good energy clearing. In my world, that's shamanic extraction. There are lots of incredible modalities, though, that can be helpful. But first and foremost, we want to always come home to ourselves first. We want to grow adept at managing our own energy systems. And then another benefit of that is, by doing that, you emit a particular energy signal or signature, which is then attractive to, magnetic toward others who operate at that level also. So it's a kind of a natural selection process where the more you keep your own energy in alignment and uplifted, you will tend then to attract encounters that are of that caliber, so that reduces or eliminates the need for cleanup or reactionary emergency work. So I wanted to just offer you a reminder or a little bit of my experience around this, and how you might feel more free and have greater effective experience when you're out traipsing around in non-ordinary reality and even ordinary reality.